Are you going to a therapist?
No.
You should.
That was just a radio bit.
No.
It was?
Let's talk about it.
No, I'm not going.
I think you'd like it.
Nope.
Why don't you just try it?
Nope.
I think you're open enough.
All right, I'll try it as a goof, and then I'll
If
come
you
back
sit there
with my observations
and just try it.
I think you're open enough to benefit from it. For real. I'm not saying you need it because you're nuts, but you're open enough to benefit from it.
No.
Look how uncomfortable he's getting at even the prospect.
No.
But you would goof on it, but something helpful would happen.
Like
when you
what?
went. Like they cause you to look at things, and they show you patterns, which is really helpful because the thing about them that I like is they have no interest in me whatsoever, and that's the selling point for me. They have no reason to lie.
Time?
Yeah, that's why I can't go.
That's what they'll do.
Good.
I'm not.
I don't. Does a regular doctor, when he fixes me up, give a shit about me? Of course he doesn't. First question: where's your insurance? At least some therapists will work on a sliding scale with you if you don't have money. I mean, I don't care what their motives are. I care what they can tell me.
No, I already know my deal. And
knowledge is no defense.
And I'm. Holy shit! Where did you read that from?
It's true. It's about alcoholism. Knowledge is no defense against the first drink, as they say.
Wow.
The first trick.
The first drink. Like if I know I'm an alcoholic, well, that knowledge does nothing to stop me from abusing it.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. Fuck that therapy. Where does this go? Where does this go?
You talk for an hour.
Oh.
They help you. I haven't cried in therapy. I'm much more open to crying in other places. She gets all the information.
I want to get a good cry in.
It can be very
Good
helpful.
try.
I think it'd be very helpful.
No.
I think you'd like it.
It would be the end of the radio show.
No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Yeah, it
You
would
kidding
be.
me? No way.
Oh yeah, it would be. I got something for you guys. Instead of therapy,
I like therapy.
I lose myself in music.
I think without the therapy, it could be the end of the radio show.
Exactly.
I know.
Why do you
the
think
scary
why
part.
do you think
That's
I'm
the fun
pushing you?
part.
What the hell are you talking
I
about?
know
I
it wasn't
touch with
because
your
you
feelings?
actually cared about
That's
me.
not true. I do care about you. That's not true at all.
I'm not stupid.
I care about you very much. When we were off the air, did I not care about you?
Not
Knowing
really.
that we'd someday be back? Of course I did.
I like to sing. That's my therapy.
Everyone knows that. You're good.
CD2.
Oh. Way to straighten it out.
CD2.
I can't play this. I
Play it!
I know how bad this is. This is the raw audio, though. They're going to like...
Play it. It's going to be great.
No.
Let's hear.
This is really
Let's hear. It's going to be good.
No.
Come on.
I lost my voice because I was trying to sing my heart out.
Let me hear.
I want to hear you, because you put out, you belt out a tune.
Let me
You can
hear.
hold a note.
Let me hear. I got my headphones real tight now.
All right. I hope you know, that this has nothing to do with you. It's personal, myself and we've got some straightening out to do. And I'm gonna miss you like a child misses their blanket. But I gotta get a move on with my life. It's time to be a big girl now. And big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
This son of a bitch, on some level, actually likes his voice.
I do not.
He likes his voice.
That's me actually. That's me actually trying to sing.
Really?
Yes. You thought that was me doing a goof.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that was me giving it my all.
Well, that's kind of a hard song for a guy to sing.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's, not a guy's song.
Yeah. There's no more takes, right?
I think it's another take.
I can't wait.
It's time to be a big girl now.
Big girl.
And big girls don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
This could be the first time ever the Pal Talk people are bitching that the sound is on.
That's
You're making me cry.
that's really me trying to sing, though.
Please mute the room.
See, I know what I could have done as a goof and sound, like
awful on purpose, but that's what my whole angle was to try to actually sound good.
Everyone's saying the ringtone. That's going to be their new ringtone.
Jimmy can't even look at me.
How can you after that?
I was thinking, yes, the Joke Man, Snap Man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my falsetto.
Song of the year. Well, there's a fan.
That's my falsetto. Thank you. Why don't we take a break?
Therapy.
No.
You'll love it.
I've been nicer lately.
It's not about being nice.
No, my chick calmed me down. She's got me on the right path. I don't need a therapist.
You do.
No, that's for like. No,
it's helpful.
No, it's not for me.
It's helpful.
No, because they don't give a shit.
That's the beauty of them.
No,
they don't pretend to give a shit. That's why I like them.
No, I would know if they were pretending to give a shit, and that's the problem. Because I think they do pretend to give a shit, and they don't give a shit.
No one's supposed to give a shit.
You develop a relationship with them after a while.
It's not a give a shit.
My therapist has given me her number, and she's like, if you have a real problem, call me, like with this or that. Like she's actually, but after a while, when they get to know that you're not some psychopath, but she's good. Yeah, man. It's not a cure-all, but it's like helpful. Like I do feel a lot better. Like I see patterns in myself. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? Like, I really do. You
like
see
what? What's one of the patterns?
Behavioral patterns about getting close to people and shit like that. Like with a girlfriend, why do I get to a certain point and then back off emotionally? What the fuck am I afraid of? It's not even about sex. Like, why do I get to a certain point where I'm in love and then try to wreck it somehow?
Is there an answer to that?
I don't know. I mean, it's almost like I realized this myself. I got so mad at my girlfriend for teasing my glasses. And then I remembered that when I was in 6th grade, I got glasses for the first time, and the girl I was in love with didn't like them. And I'm like,
second time.
It's weird how you connect things.
The glasses are a little weird, though.
Of course they are. They're coming off Friday.
Yeah.
Friday wide.
And does your girlfriend now prefer sitting in sticker bushes? Then
exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I love that story.
But I just realized certain things that I didn't.
Poor little Jimmy.
She'll help me realize things I don't like about other people. Sometimes the things that I have in myself. Like she's like, "Are you sure that's not something that you don't do?" And I'm like, "Ugh."
Really?
Die already. But yeah, she's sharp. Die already. But she's nice. She's not imposing, and she's not a phony. She's a nice woman. And it's easier to talk to a woman.
Yeah. And
she's not judgmental. She doesn't give a shit what you tell her. Like as far as tisk tisk, which people who care about you do.
I might. No, I don't. No.
I'll drive you.
Let's say, what's Jim in Jersey? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Hey, Jim.
Please never play that ever again. I'm actually hiding under my desk right now.
That was me really giving it my all too.
Oh, dude,
I mean, let's be honest. How bad was that?
It wasn't even pretty bad.
It wasn't even like bad enough to be funny. It was just really bad.
It's just pretty bad.
It's just pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like when Kenny sings bad, it's funny.
Yeah.
When I sing bad, you just feel sorry for me.
Well, the difference was that you have no music with yours, which.
So that was the raw audio.
Yeah.
No, I know. But
raw audio, and I'd be surprised to hear that. I want to hear that with the music.
No, you won't.
Yeah, you definitely want to hear it with the music.
No, you won't be hearing that.
Why? With the musical background?
No,
I think we should.
No, see, this is the only copy. And
it'll be awkward at first. I mean, you sit down and they'll go, like,
"Shut up!"
And you go, "I'm all right. I'm not too sure why I'm here. I don't think I really need it."
No, I know.
You go, "Oh, well, tell me what you think."
I know all my issues. I just gotta like I don't know.
Well, I know mine too, but I can write them down for you. There's a book about them, but it doesn't matter.
Look, this show works because we all have our issues. Let's just keep it that way.
Like my demons that make me funny. There's a very fine line with harnessing them. It's like the same things that make me funny ruin me. So it's like there has to be a way to harness that part of myself and make it work for me, but it's also very destructive.
You're not going to get rid of who you are.
No. That's the fear.
You just know where you came from.
But you described what I do for the show. Some of the things that that are endearing to the listeners also can ruin us.
No, but there's
I like that.
Yeah, but I have the same kind of monsters, and at times they're very productive for me. And I'm not talking about you secretly by saying me. I sincerely am talking about me. At times they are fucking very productive and helpful in my art, and at times they hurt me and make me less productive. My sexual addiction, that's not about just fucking hookers. Like, you know, it's about fucking, what is this fucking need to not be alone with myself in a room? I cannot be alone with fucking Jim Norton.
Really?
Yes. Like, it's amazing I've gotten anything done. As much time as I spent jerking off and fucking distracting myself. She told me, like, I like to avoid feeling something. And I understand that. I'm like, yeah, but I'm afraid of being bored. And she's like, well, your life now sexually is boring. I mean, not with your girlfriend, but with what you do with the porn. She's like, what's exciting about that? It's the same stuff over and over. Like, all right, yeah.
That's hard to...
Do you think your therapist...
It's hard to argue, though. I mean, like, that's a hard point for a therapist to argue.
What do you mean?
It's the same thing over and over. No, it's fucking porn. You could jack off to that till the fucking cows come home.
You can.
And then jack off to the cow.
Yeah, absolutely. And jack over the cow's mouth, cut eater.
What's her point?
Just that, like...
She's trying to downplay the hotness of porn?
No, she's not. What she's saying is I'm using it to numb myself for feelings. And the sexual obsession is a numbing element. And she's right. It numbs me. It takes me away from feeling anything, from experiencing anything.
From being Jimmy
Just
Norton.
from being alive, man. It really does. And it's like anything else. I mean, drinking has a more obvious effect because you're drunk. Drugs have a more obvious effect. But when you're zoned out, like, and you're just zoned out, you feel nothing. When you know what I mean? So you're feeling turned on, quote unquote, but sometimes my dick's not even hard. I'm just jerking off, my dick's not hard. Like, what am I doing? I'm fucking running. It's silly.
Wow, what is it about Jim Norton that can't be just alone with your own thoughts? And
I don't know.
Still trying to figure that one out.
Same thing that Anthony Cumia and Greg Hughes have. It's called self-loathing, and let's be honest, it comes out in everybody in different ways.
I have a problem with confrontation.
Yes.
I don't confront. I don't voice my feelings. I won't talk to people about, you know, if I'm upset about something or things like that. I'll just plaster on my smile and go through my day.
Suppressing rage, of course. I mean, you know, it's all childish
anything,
stuff.
rage or anything else. And I think it is because when I was growing up, my lovely environment I grew up in with my parents, who were completely confrontational and confronting each other all the time, why would I want to revisit that? Why in God's name would I ever want to revisit confrontation when it's all I grew up with?
I'll tell you why.
So I don't. I fucking... I
go to another place.
Because that's fucking... It's stuffing stuff is so bad. It's so... It's almost like...
Is it?
It's so fucking... It's a health... And I know it is, but I feel myself... The rage I feel, the irrational shit comes out. When I don't deal with stuff, I deal with it somehow. You put too much air in the balloon, it bursts for that, you know, but it fucking comes out at bad times.
Yeah.
It comes out at bad fucking times. Like, I have so much anger from other stuff that comes out. People think I'm mad at them, but I'm not. It's like, I don't know how to fucking be healthy with it.
I had another incident this weekend.
What?
Speaking of rage.
Oh, boy.
That you just reminded me of. You know when you, like, see in, like, mafia movies, like, how they slam car doors into people's heads and stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I like that move.
I might have done that this weekend.
Oof.
Yeah.
How's Lindsay?
I don't know. No. No, my rage is getting a little scary at times. Maybe that's why I have to talk to someone. No, we went to dinner on Friday, and here in New York City it was an awful, horrible night, and it was almost impossible to get a cab, right? So we started walking, and it was brutally cold with the wind chill and stuff, and I'm just trying to take care of my girl. I could walk home, whatever. I'm like, all right, we got to get a cab, right? So we're on a side street, and all of a sudden, lucky us, the cab's light goes on right as we're in front of it, and this lady's getting out. So Lindsay, all excited, is like, we got a cab. I'm like, holy crap. And this cab's not even near the traffic light. So she's actually holding the door while the two ladies get out. And all of a sudden, this guy comes from nowhere and goes, that's my cab. And he didn't see me, but he saw Lindsay and thought he could take advantage of Lindsay. And he's like, that's my cab. I eyed the cabbie. There's no way.
Eyed the cabbie. Go fuck yourself.
So that's exactly what I said. I said, go fuck yourself. This is our cab. And at that moment, I saw another guy, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck. I'm not that stupid. I'm like, fuck, 2-on-1. I'm going to get my ass fucking kicked. Turns out the other guy wasn't with him. And at that split moment, as I was sizing up the situation, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, the guy pretty much pushes Lindsay aside and jumps in the cab. So I hold the door, and I'm ready to yank him out. And he was, it was obvious I wasn't going to be able to yank him out, and his whole leg was still out of the cab. So I got 2 really good shots in with the door. Boom! Boom! Really hard. The guy went into panic mode, was able to close the door, and took both his hands and locked the door right in front of us. And he was in a major panic. And then I might have started yelling and screaming, begging Lindsay to let me beat the shit out of the guy. and then I spit on the cab.
Oh, I see nothing.
And then the
wrong.
rage was over, but then I looked like an idiot because everyone's looking at me. But in that moment, I was so fucking I wanted.
That's a clear reason to be mad.
And I wanted to beat the shit out of the guy. And I was asking my girl, I'm like, please give me permission to stop this fucking cab and beat the shit out of this guy. I was so pissed. And the reason I was pissed, and whether it makes sense or not, was that the guy didn't see that there was anyone with Lindsay and thought he could just strong arm his way, past a girl to grab a cab in horrible weather here in New York. When any other person would have gave their cab to a chick, right?
Yeah.
In that situation, if you're both running for a cab and it's questionable whose cab it is, I swear to God, because I know people think I'm one way on the show, I'd be the one going, yeah, here, why don't you have this cab? I'll try to, I'll walk her.
Or how about something like, hey, where are you going? Maybe we can share the ride.
I'd be happy to beat a hot chick out for a cab. I would love it.
But I went old mobster film, and I took the door and started beating him up with
whacked his leg
twice, and then he was able to get the leg in and lock the cab.
Should have kept his leg out. Cab explodes like Vince's limo.
Nice, right?
But that's not to me the angry part of that is more like when you feel like you can't defend your girl. That's almost about the girl is there and you feel like she's somehow been violated, even in a shitty way of someone just kind of pushing their way by her, and then you can't be helpless. You know what I mean? That's about letting her know that she's fucking
complete lack of masculinity at that point.
And that's what's very frustrating.
You have to be able to defend your chick.
I was livid, and the only reason I didn't pull him because, like I said, I saw this other guy. And I'll be honest, too, the other guy was a pretty big fucking dude. And, as much as we all, act like tough guys, we size up the person you're going to mess with. That's just human nature. And I saw there was going to be 2-on-1, and the second guy was a lot bigger, but it was just another guy walking by. And that's what pissed me off more than anything. That the guy was able to get in the cab
when I
turned around.
You've distracted me, you cocksucker.
Beat the big guy up? So I had another moment on Friday.
That's not that bad. I mean, it's not like...
At least that's a reason.
At least you had a reason to be annoyed. You know what I mean? But you didn't handle it right,
But the best, and I wasn't drunk or anything, the best was after the incident, he locked the car door, I'm screaming, not screaming, but yelling as loud as I can, please give me permission to beat the shit out of this guy. And she's looking at me like, you're insane.
Hey,
Calm
lunatic.
the fuck down. Oof. Calm the fuck down.
But back to therapy. I think
for you, it's working.
You're fine. Yes and no. At times it is. At times it's not.
Trust me, I've controlled myself an awful lot in the last 2 months. I'll just say that much.
But my thing is not even.
There's so much stuff I want to say and do, and I trust me, I'm doing a lot more thinking these days. Trust me on that.
I know.
And that's all I'll say about that.
But
because even just discussing this will get me in trouble.
Therapy is good.
Certain people.
Therapy is very helpful. Nothing wrong with going in because the stuff's already in there. It already affects me.
No,
so why not vomit it? That's what it is. It's emotionally vomiting.
I'm fully aware of my chemical makeup. It's very cut. It's very cut and
dry.
Cut and dry. Yeah, my mom was completely insane my whole life growing up, and my dad was completely normal and full of love. And I got right down the middle. I got both of them, right down the middle.
So there's ways to.
So what am I going to do about that?
I'll tell you what. There's ways to make, because I think that you're a lot sweeter. And this is corny, but you're much nicer than people would think. You're much more responsive to emotional and nice stuff than people would think. So there's a way to embrace the one side of me, of course, and let the other side be there, because it's always going to be there. But make it. There's ways to fucking let the good side of me kind of win in the arguments with the shitty side of me. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways to do that without torturing myself. Practice is one way. I think. I mean, I'm a fucking loon. I have to go. I'm not out banging. It's just, it doesn't matter.
Right.
When you're jerking off for that many hours or whatever you're doing for all that time, and it's making you unhappy. It's like, what the fuck
I
am
just
I
think
doing?
it's hysterical going to therapy. But no offense.
Oh, no, of course not.
Because you're jacking off.
Oh, I know.
Well, it's not just for jacking.
I know.
You know, it's for the obsessive.
That must be a little weird, though, talking to a female therapist about your jerking off.
It's weirder than I
You
would
think
rather
she
talk
gets
to her-
hot?
No, she doesn't give a fuck.
You honestly don't think she doesn't give a fuck?
Not even a little.
Talking about sexual shit.
With me? No, because I'm not talking about hot stuff. You know, at all. I'm not being sexy in my descriptions. I'm just being blunt.
By the way,
with
I
her.
wasn't going for a joke there. I
know.
I was really curious.
I know.
Because I'm sure therapists hear a lot of stuff, and I wonder if they're like, you know, they're being professional, but inside they're like, holy shit, this is fucking... I'm going to spend a couple more minutes on this subject for my own personal use.
I'm very informative with my therapist. She gets all information, but I'm not emotional with her. Like, I can't cry in therapy. I can cry with my girlfriend, or I can cry watching a movie because I'm a fucking sap.
Right.
But in therapy, I don't cry. And like, I'm when I'm talking to you guys right now, like as detached as I am right now, and just giving you information. That's how I talk to her. And she's actually said to me at times, like, I feel like you're performing right now, like not comedically, but you know. And she's right. At times,
You're
I
just
am.
doing like a monologue?
Yes, just again dishing out information to her with no connection to what I'm saying.
That's fine, though. You're talking.
Right.
You are. But
Is it calculated to try to... Is what you're saying calculated in a way where you're trying to sway her, not opinion of you, but like you're choosing your words a little too carefully and maybe shining them up a little bit, and you ought to just spew the shit out?
Sure, like because I want her analysis to kind of go along with what I already think of myself. So of course I want to send it out that way. But you know, she points stuff out, and she's not overbearing. I can't take that shit. People think it's gonna be like ordinary people. Where you're calling a therapist at 3 in the morning crying, and they rush over in their sweater. My God, what's wrong? Are you having a breakthrough? My God! Never. Yeah. But she did say, if you really need to, you can call me. It's okay. And she meant it.
You're that fucked up where even if in the middle of the night you need something, call me.
Yeah, like if something's really wrong or whatever. My girlfriend's in therapy, as she should fucking be.
Oh, no.
But I mean, like, she has like a years-long relationship with her therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, for years ago, it was like, it's this trendy thing people do. But in life, there's so much fucking tension and so much pressure and stress, and there's so many ways to unhealthily fucking build shit up. It's just a healthy hour a week for me.
Yeah. By the way, Matt LaFar from Queensbury. We love Matt LaFar from Queensbury. He writes, nice split personality, Opie. 1 minute singing like a faggot. Next minute slamming a guy's leg in a car door. I can't believe Jimmy thinks you need therapy. What? Why is Dan and Sam trying to do their own radio show during our radio show? What happened?
Sam forgot to use his inside voice. Your mic was on right here.
Yeah, what happened?
No, we're just putting together line of the day.
Oh, we can go home already?
Yes.
All right.
I think
Brought to you by Bodog.
Hint, hint. No, I was kidding.
What happened there? I looked at the clock on.
Why are
Wow.
you saying hint, hint? This is kind of interesting radio. People are kind of glued to their radio sets.
It's being really silly. I've been enjoying this too, and I think Jim's onto something.
A good...
Shut the fuck up.
I am. Ann could use it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, text message.
I think a good cry for Ant would be helpful.
I don't need a cry.
Oh, you do.
That's for sure.
I think so.
Yeah. When was the last time
Anger
you
is very
cried?
safe.
When was the last time you cried?
Anger's a cover-up.
Let me think. No, anger isn't a cover up. I'm trying to think.
I'm saying for not
Extreme
just for
home makeover last night was a tough one. And before you call in, I didn't even see it. I'm done with that stupid show. It started bringing emotion out of me, and I don't want that.
Anger's
So I watched it 3 weeks in a row, and I know what this is about, and I've seen enough.
But my anger doesn't come out, Jimmy. It comes out in little bursts if it really builds up, but not in bursts where, I'm friggin' punching people. It comes out in like, oh my God, am I fucking pissed?
But then it's
like
still
enough.
in there, though.
But then, yeah.
So you push it down.
I can't be confrontational. I'd rather be diplomatic and solve a problem at the expense of me getting angry and letting that out. That to me is easier. It's like almost like a martyrdom kind of thing. Like, I'll take the anger, I'll take the shit and stuff, but I need to diplomatically and very civilly take care of an issue or a problem that I'm having.
Well, that's like doing stuff like that's like responsible. Like when you don't act in anger, you handle things like whether it's in my work or my professional life, or my personal life, or on stage. I mean, there's times where I don't allow the anger to overrun me because it can block things. Of course,
but there are certain times I should be angry and express it, and I don't.
Why is Jimmy
and I don't
bringing this mumbo jumbo to the Opie and Anthony show?
Well, I think that most of our fans are fucking self-hating zilches.
Mumbo
self-hating
jumbo.
zilches.
And I tell you, anger is safe. At times it's called for. That would make me angry.
Yeah.
But normally under it, I've found that it's fucking normally it's fear or it's sadness or it's embarrassment or it's hurt feelings. But that shit is not, as a man, it's hard for me to control that. You motherfucker, that's easy to control because I'm a man, that's anger. But
yeah.
the smoke screen, it's like when my girlfriend pisses me off. Like, you know, that dummy, she really hurt my feelings when she didn't like my glasses. But I was angry at her. I was like, that fucking cunt. I was mad, but I was really hurt. I was embarrassed. I felt stupid and ugly. Like, you know, she hit a soft spot without meaning to. But you guys didn't because you're my fucking guy friends. I thought it was hilarious. I don't fuck you. So I don't care what you think of my physical being.
Yeah, and that's what hurts me, Jimmy.
Of course. Because if I'm going to feel sad, it's okay to feel sad. It's not necessary to always mask it with anger. And it's like I've been saying that I think that you could use a good cry, and I think that you could use a good cry.
Will you
shut the fuck up?
Saying and saying.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm almost done.
Fuck up.
I'm only saying that I think that a friend of mine once told me.
Oh my God.
That you don't have to find who you are. Just get rid of all the crap you're not, and whoever you are shows up.
Oh. That's kind of nice.
Jimmy,
my good friend
through the
Sean
entire
McShane taught me that.
Fucking break. Chris M. from Oklahoma City writes, Jimmy sounds like someone who just tried heroin and now wants everyone else to try it. Jimmy's new addiction, therapy. Douglas.
Well, that could be. There are people that are addicted to therapy.
But I'm not. I go once a week, and it's helped me a lot. I've been going since January.
It's helped you a little.
All right, well.
If we're all going to be honest with each other today, it's helped a little.
I think there's been a very positive change in Jimmy.
It's helped me a lot.
Jimmy, I never got to go to Chinatown, and I think that it has affected my life.
Aw.
No. You can go whenever you want.
Yeah, but I was a kid at the time, and I was looking forward to the trip.
Well, those little things do haunt us, but...
And my mom took us all out of school. We were going to go down to Chinatown, the big day in the city, and we were going to have Chinese food and buy Chinese stuff.
Buy back scratchers?
Whatever. And it was going to be a nice day in Chinatown, and we got all excited. Woke up early and packed our little bags and our little lunch boxes for Chinatown.
Aww.
And then my mom's best friend, who's a raging alcoholic, obviously tied one on the night before and was too hungover to help my mom bring us all to Chinatown because there was about 5 to 6 of us. And my mom had to break the news that we weren't going to Chinatown. And I never went to Chinatown, Jimmy.
You should go.
And I think that affected me.
That's just a little thing that guides us and makes us the people we are.
Sure, makes us resentful of people with afflictions, which would make me resentful of somebody who was a drunk. If they cost me a day trip like that I've been looking forward to.
Yeah.
It fucking makes us prepared for little heartbreaks.
Well, the excuse, she was sick, you know.
But you knew.
But we knew.
We knew what sick meant back then.
Alcoholism. That was her sickness.
We're going to Chinatown now.
We weren't allowed to go to Chinatown. And we were going to reschedule. Guess what? We never rescheduled.
So take your girl and go and look at the stuff you would have looked at. Why not?
I'm 30 years old now. Give or take a few.
Couple of years.
Give or take a couple of administrations. You should. I think you should go to Chinatown.
See, there you go. I share. So I would tell a therapist that. Now what? Now what happens?
It's not just about that. It's about being in an environment where you really... That's a thing. That's not a risky thing to talk about. Whatever it is that you're scared to talk about, which we all have those things, which not we're scared like people will know, but they're hard because they bring up emotion or they bring up real sadness. Not the bullshit. I'm mad at the guy I work with shit. That's easy stuff. It's like the stuff that really... like who I am. Like that type shit. When all the nonsense is said and done.
Deep-seated.
Sure. Of course.
Anchored in there.
Of course.
Blue Healer from Kentucky writes, didn't get to go to Chinatown, but Opie got to go to Funky Town. All right.
everyone's looking. I got Jimmy on the camera with his glasses, and they're all saying you look adorable.
Thank you. They're all being very nice. I look like an egg-headed clod.
No. No.
Let me see. Look at this. Who fucks me? I'm looking at my head right now across the thing.
Yeah.
There's one person says the Dalai Lama.
I don't know what.
Look like the Dalai Lama.
I'm actually not that bad. Without the thing, like if I do like this and I talk, I take them off, I can't see shit. But that's how I talk when I talk therapy. Like
You take your glasses off occasionally. You make a point.
And I do this to make a point. I close the one piece, like the one earpiece.
Yeah.
And I put the other piece in my mouth, and I go, my earwax tastes shitty. I shouldn't do that again.
No, you shouldn't.
I like looking at myself on the monitor. I look like a dignified gentleman.
Yeah, look at you.
I put my hood on, and I try to recapture. Oh, look, Little Red Riding, fat pig. Look at my neck. Yuck.
Don't pull it like that.
You can't pull yours because you have a slender man's neck. Look at me. I should be going to Grandma's house to get liposuction. Fucking fat-necked cunt.
Jimmy was grabbing his fat in the middle of us having fun over at the other joint, and he just went.
I didn't mean to.
It was off mic. No one saw it.
I didn't mean to, but I just like.
I think I was the only one who saw it. I'm like, what is he doing? We're in the middle of having fun.
I just looked at my stomach.
He pulls up his shirt and squeezes his fat and goes.
You lost a lot of weight. You just need toning.
Thank you. I certainly do.
Yes.
Like a veal. I need a lot of toning. Could I deliver that more vaudevillian?
Toning. Like a veal.
I gotta go.
Let me tell you.
Do something.
Aw.
At noon.
Therapy?
Oh wow! Look at what time it is.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I've canceled it 2 weeks in a row because I've had things to do.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Was that important to you?
Well, look again. Like I said, I make it. I'm not, obsessive.
Well,
yeah.
Not an obsession.
Why don't you just lose that mumbo jumbo shit?
It's helpful though. Like she'll
mumbo jumbo.
I find myself like more willing to not fight with my girlfriend when I know it's harder to do shit when I know that I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
First step is to own it.
If you know you're doing something, then you can keep from doing it if it's bad.
Or it's harder for me to be comfortable doing it, which is again a step. Like if I'm with her, and there's times where I stay mad and I know I want to be mad. Like she was sending me these nice texts once she knew I was bothered. She's like, "Look, I love you, all these nice things, but I didn't want to respond. I was attacking because I was angry, but I knew I was angry."
Very childlike.
Yes, it is.
Especially through a text to attack like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Did you use little initials for things?
No.
You spelled out the word. See.
I was, but I realized I like that feeling. That feeling of being hurt. I like it.
Why do you like that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
I hate that.
That feeling of being hurt or left.
What? No.
I like that feeling.
You like that?
I'm comfortable in that painful feeling. Yes.
Because you're feeling something.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe that's what she said. She said you do that because you need to feel something.
And you can't feel the other stuff like happiness and contentment with yourself. So you just like feeling what you can, which is hurt. Oh, that's sad.
Well,
I feel like I don't deserve good things.
I know you feel that way.
Yeah?
If it really feels that way, yes.
Oh, jeez. Spit on the board, Joe.
All right, so I feel like I don't deserve good things. Let's end the show. You fucking creep. Get rid of this mumbo jumbo. You're scaring the shit out of me.
No, it's okay stuff. You're a very good guy. You're a very sweet guy. Even when you're cranky, you're a very sweet guy underneath. I've spent enough time on the road with him where he's a very sensitive guy. Shh. He can be loud and break your balls.
I'm not loud. Shut up.
He's a very sensitive guy.
Shut the fuck up.
Underneath
hidden under that cranky ass exterior.
Exactly. hidden underneath that garbage scow he calls an asshole. He's a very sweet guy.
Hey, there's a great linger longer coming in. Chris from Ohio.
Hidden underneath the fucking gulls circling that fucking West Shore Express.